Alright, my name's Kreature. This is Here to Slay, I guess an online version of it. This has been adapted from the board game. Obviously it's fan-made. I've been in no way, shape or form paid or am I affiliated with Unstable Games or GameFound. But yeah, so I've been doing this in my spare time. This has been on and off project for the last couple of months now, and yeah, I did post a video before. It was a pretty early build. This is about a month from then, and yeah, we'll see how we're going. So we're just gonna select a couple of expansions here. We'll do Berserkers and Necromancers, Warriors and Druids. We'll do the Kickstarter heroes as well as Banner Quest, which I don't think I've shown off yet. Let's go for the CPU. So in this particular version, I have worked on bots. They do play the game quite well. Let's go with Veiled Guardian to start off with. So if you get above 12, you get to steal a hero from another player's party, which is pretty cool. All the animations you see are hand done. These dice as well in the dice board that you see there are also crafted by myself. Just try and get as close as possible to the dice in the physical game. So the dice are real. You pick them up, you throw them. Whatever lands face up is your roll. Nothing is decided in advance. So yeah, the bots are just playing along. Pretty unnecessary modifier there, but especially for Hamlet, there's no bards on the screen yet. But yeah, so if you're in a normal multiplayer game, which this game is fully capable of, everyone sees those rolls. It's the live roll. So whatever you're seeing on screen here is what your friend will be seeing as well. So it makes everyone feel like they're sort of sitting at the same table whilst being in different geographical locations. So this is a modifier screen. Probably saw it before as a played a modifier against Hamlet, but on the Shadow Claw's turn. So this is the beat that I've put in where, you know, if a player plays a card, it just gives everyone kind of a chance to read the card, a good 20 seconds or so just to go through. And then you hit it OK. It also doubles as a challenge window, so if you have a challenge card in your hand, that's when you're able to challenge cards. Very aggressive play. So these dice took me probably about a day of really tuning and honing in on the original physical dice. They're a proper mesh, and those digits you see in there are carved in out of that mesh, so that's how it bounces the light off. I reckon we'll just try to get an item out on the board. So as you see, I had a lot of challenges when you're over here, so I might try to demonstrate see how the dice kind of teleport. You were able to actually throw them off the board at one stage. I've had to try to rectify that. So there we equip the item, and then we immediately drew a card. Let's pop him down. Heavy Bear is, in my opinion, one of the more OP cards in the game. Probably really unbalanced in my opinion. Get 5 or higher, which is a pretty easy roll to achieve, and another player must discard 2 cards. Bit unbalanced in my opinion, but hey, it's in the game. Go for the guy that has the most cards there. And I reckon we'll put down Radiant Horn, try to roll for its ability, and then that'll be our turn done. Gotta get the +4. Alright, we'll end our turn. So as you probably notice, oh, there's a opportunity to challenge. Let's show off this. So this is our challenge screen. We got 2 rolls side by side. Now they don't happen simultaneously just yet. That's next on the to-do list. But yeah, a side by side roll like you would in the physical game, and then there's a chance to modify it, and everybody, all other players have a chance to modify as well. It's not just the people in the roll. We don't need to modify anything. Our +3 is doing the work here. As you probably notice, there's not any sound effects yet. We got a bit of music, which is royalty free, which I'll show at the end, the credits for. Really of a threat to us, but yeah, sound effects are on the to-do list. It's just nailing down animations, turn flow at the moment. He really wants that roll. He might be trying to go for a banner. So a bit on how it's made. It's written in JavaScript. I don't do a lot of coding myself. The coding is done on the AI side of things. If I had the time to code, I would code, but unfortunately I don't. However, all the card movement you see, every bit of animation, that's all hand done, hand tuned. You can't really get an AI to do that properly, not without it looking pretty jank. But the back engine is, yes, that's definitely coded. But it's very hard. You can't one-shot this kind of thing. It takes a lot of tweaking. They really didn't want him to get that owlbear. So, runs on 5 dependencies. Soccer IO, that keeps everything in sync essentially. Also sends everybody's roles to each other, and you know, keeps everything nice and sync. And also handles all the, I guess, persistence and rejoining, just in case you drop for whatever reason. We might try to attack here. So this is all in browser, by the way, as well. It's a nice roll. So it's really, I play this on my phone. I also play it on my PC. Phone has its own separate layout. Obviously, phone, you can't really hover for your hand, so I've got a little separate button that kind of sits here. When you press it, the hand comes up. I might show in a screenshot on a Reddit post. I'm actually going to take away this disclaimer. It is blocking a little bit. The 3D side of things, that's using 3.js, so that takes care of our board and cards. It draws essentially it draws our dice and that tray that you see, that stone tray. And then for the physics side of things, it uses Canon. That gives us, you know, weight and tumble of the dice. And then Fight is used to kind of bundle everything together. So it keeps our 3D code, like our dice there, separate from, you know, the rest of the game, so it only gets called upon when it's needed. We're not going to be able to stop that one. Yeah, so most games you'll play on like big frameworks, you know, they got massive engines behind them. This is pretty lightweight. It's only about 33,000 lines of code. It's not a big game. It has a lot of tests, however, written into it. There's about 1,600 tests written into the game. That's for the entire suite. When cards get added or, you know, new features go in, it has to pass the whole suite of tests before it gets implemented. If it doesn't, then it's a lot of refactoring that has to be done. Let's keep it safe for now. It's not really worth doing Nimble Grey at the moment. Let's pop down Mighty Blade. Now, it does say destroy, not sacrifice. It is two different languages. Now, this game is built with those as gospel. Destroy can't mean sacrifice. Sacrifice can't mean destroy, etc. So there's no ambiguity when it comes to what is a destroy and what is a sacrifice. I think we have a good chance to take down this wyvern. Would if we had a good enough roll. Look, we have half a chance with the modifiers. Let's pop them both on. Had to really work for that one. And we get to seize the banner as well. Now you'll notice a small bug here, which I know about. It actually shows two banners until the board refreshes after this, once the card goes down. Bam. We'll go back over. Just a small little bit of jank. I'm only a solo dev, so I'll get around to fixing it. This is a notorious card. So sacrifice itself, nice little sacrifice animation I've done there. And then a steal animation as well. It's a good roll. So he's going to choose a player. They chose Cloak Sage. Play Druid Mask. One thing I need to wire up is the items sometimes they snap to position. I'd really love them to fly. We're not going to be able to stop that one. That's game. So as you see, the bots are quite competent. It will finish off its turn. There we go. It's interesting it didn't actually show the roll there. It's something I need to look into. Again, we're just polishing. Alright, and we got a really bad wind screen there. Alright, let's have a look at our credits. So, yeah, as I said, all the art belongs to Unstable Games, TeeTurtle, GameFound. They don't pay me to do any of this. Please go out and buy their game. It is a lot of fun. I play it with my family quite often. They are bringing out Dungeons, I think, next year, so look out for that one. Looks like it's more of a co-op type thing than a competitive. But real excited for that one to come out. As I mentioned, the music is royalty free, not credit free though. So Yo-Yo Sound was one source I got it from. Logan Bennett, Kinsley Barnes, Michael Lawrence. They all make great kind of a myriad of different songs and sound effects. You'll hear something like the battle drums and stuff. So that all comes from these guys. And then Pixabay as well, which is another royalty free source of music, but that really like metal sounding guitar you probably hear now. I think that's called Blood Ascendant, and it's they do some really good stuff there. Couple other things I'm working on right now. We got a tutorial at the moment. Still a work in progress. Obviously online, you can join via room code. You create a room, you join the room. Wonder if we got time for another quick game. Let's go a quick game. Just do a 2-player, so we don't need to wait too long. Go Divine Arrow, nice classic hero. These dice were a lot of fun to make, so I'm thinking about putting like custom dice skins in there, or even the sliders themselves. If this were ever to go public, which I'm not saying it will, I'm not saying it won't, but it would be nice to have some form of progression hooks. I'm thinking about doing a campaign with gated heroes. You unlock them as you go. So you'll notice there's glows on legal moves that you can do at one given time, dependent on how much AP you have. Gives beginner players a bit of guidance as to what they can do at any given time. Obviously a big shining end turn when you're up. There is an invisible turn timer that is a bit buggy at the moment, that's why I don't have it up. That will give you, I think it's about 2 minutes for your entire turn, but that timer does pause when there's animations. That end turn, it's 10 seconds when you're out of AP after any animations are fully drained. Not entirely happy with the modifier pips here. They do look a bit out of place. Haven't found a good enough solution yet. Maybe if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. One thing you'll probably notice too, I haven't gotten 5 or 6 player layouts now. 4 players is probably going to be the max of what this is going to go up to. Reason being, there's just not enough space on a screen for everything to be visible and everything to be legible and not just look like a clustered mess of cards. We don't need guiding light. Let's go try to take out Chitin. Chuck a +3 on there just in case. So we got a bit of a chat here as well, and an in-game log as well. This keeps track of all our game, just in case you missed something. Guess, yeah, it's not showing the modifier. Sorry, not the modifier, the total. The steal animation, it's usually primarily for the ninja cats, or the thieves. So I thought ninja cats, smoke bomb. This was kind of my thought process behind that animation there. 10 or 11, huh? You know what I should have done? Was that. It's a risky play, but we'll see. We'll get a +1 due to our banner, and a +1 due to our leader there, but still pretty risky. We got it that time. You would have noticed there's no modifier screen. The bot didn't have any modifiers, I didn't have any modifiers. It didn't waste any time and just went straight to the sleigh. Alright, used his 3 points to discard and redraw 5. Alright, let's actually try do this. Again, no modifiers in his hand. I reckon we got this one in the bag. And that's a sleigh, and that's a win. Excellent stuff. Well, that's pretty much the game as it stands at the moment. Again, there's no talks on any sort of public release yet. I have to be very careful due to, this as being TeeTurtle's and GameFound's and Unstable Games IP, so be very careful with any sort of release. I would like to get explicit permission to be able to share this with everybody. Right now, that permission's not there. If I were to release it without that, I would either get cease and desist or it would be DCMA'd or something like that. So that's not what I want to do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. It's a really fun game, and hopefully it does get a release one day. But thanks for watching. Any suggestions, recommendations, yeah, let me know. I'm gonna have this on Reddit as well, so I'll put another couple of other screenshots on there, and a little bit of a sneak peek into the background on how things are made. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you guys next time.